We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Here's Mostert. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On second down, Mostert. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Here's Sermon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Trey Sermon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Rodgers going to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 7 yards, the pickup there. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
And another nice catch there for a first down by Davante Adams. That's something we're quite familiar with. Last year, the NFL leader in touchdown catches with 18. Tied for 2nd in receptions, 5th in receiving yards. Added all up, arguably the top receiver in the NFL.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Benjamin. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
62 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lance going to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
That was a beautiful executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Lance a give now to Sermon. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Sermon will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 31, Rodgers flush to his right.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Rodgers to throw. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete as well. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And Lance now to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. On the handoff, Sermon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Sermon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
when you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Caught by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Throwing is Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, it's still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And some room to work. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 156 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Sermon, they'll try the left side with him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lance to throw it. That'll be complete to Sermon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. We'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Touchdown 49ers! Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Rodgers again now. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Here comes Cobb. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Cobb. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there outside of the pocket and on the money. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers caught left side by Cobb. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. first down carry by Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Randall Cobb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They find some open field here. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
But I think the ball's out. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance over the middle, complete to Samuel. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They give to Sermon out of the gun. Shrugs him off. 84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance rolling to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, Sermon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The kick by Gold is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads. Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating. And he's going to lose yardage here. As he will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Rodgers now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings,
It's fourth down.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Open man, here is Cobb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Rodgers to throw once more. Caught by Cobb. And he's got this down to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Niners on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Here's Lance. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On first down, Rodgers. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Packers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A give to Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On the return comes Cobb. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw, Rodgers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against the top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for San Francisco, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.